under restricted custody. His name is Corporal Lacanaria, sir.
Lacanaria?
Yes, sir.
From
From yes, sir. PNP Sub, sir, 41st Sub.
Corporal.
Ray Lacanaria, sir. Ray.
So right now,
He's
he's
in-
facing administrative charges,
Yes, sir. We already started the summary hearing procedure, sir.
summary hearing procedure.
Yes, sir.
Please update this committee.
May-
Update this committee as to the progress of the case. You have a charge against that personnel.
Yes.
Kumsek, take note mo hingin mo. And that does not prevent the complainant to file criminal charges if she wants to.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So you do the administrative charge. Dahil ako nakakahiya talaga. Para bang napaka-traidor na pulis ka. Tinraidor mo yung babae pa. From galing sa likod, gaganunin mo ng paper spray na wala. Nagsasalita lang naman yung sa harap ng mga tao doon. Tapos, galing sa likod pa. With the element of treachery. I tell you, nakakahiya. Pulis yun. Tapos babae pa yung may edad pa na babae. Mas matanda sa kanya. Gaganunin niya pag galing sa likod. Tirahin ng paper spray. Tapos sipat siya kagad. Oh, we don't want to have people like that in the Philippine National Police. Bakit kung harapin niya? Ma'am, ano bang problema mo? Mag-usap tayo. Di ba? Magpakalalaki siya. Ang pangit talaga. Nakita ko yung video. Anak, galing sa likod. Gaganunin yung babae. Tapos yung babae ganun na dahil tinira ng paper spray. Oh, pulis tayo. Bakit ganun na yung style ng ating pulis? Kahit na nabuburyong na kayo doon, kahit na agrabyado na kayo ng husto sa sitwasyon nyo doon, bakit? We are trained. Di ba? Be sure to update this committee sa kaso ng pulis na yun. Ako, I myself, I felt offended by that action. Napakapangit tingnan. Tapos nagkalat pa sa social media. Nasisira ang PNP dyan sa ganung klase mga pulis. Sap tayo.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Your Honor.
mag-justify na pagong gising. Porque bagong gising, gaganunin yung babae. Ha? Ay,
Your Honor.
nakakaya tayo. We are the elite. Di ba? Special Action Force. Pag sinabing kayong elite fighting unit ng Philippine National Police, you should be the elite also in terms of character. Kayo dapat ang pinaka-gentleman dyan. Kayo ang pinaka-disiplinado. And everybody is expecting you to act to be the elite people. Lalo-lalo na sa pag-uugali. Okay? Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Just two matters. So,
Answer yes or no.
It will be my word against her word, sir. I did not say that. And at that instance, sir, I will stand. Ma'am, I'm
Mr.
talking
Chair,
to the
there are
chairman.
videos.
There are videos.
It was caught.
Sir,
So may video.
what I
video.
want the video to say, but in that instance, sir, it is already established until they want to question it again. We don't need a search warrant to implement the warrant of arrest. The search warrant, again, sir, I will reiterate, is for objects, contrabands, illegal items. And we never said that there are illegal items, contrabands, or things that we are searching in KOJC. What we are searching for in KOJC, sir, is Apollo Kibuloy and 4 others.
But the requirement before you serve the warrant of arrest is that you should have reasonable ground to believe that the person that you are going to arrest is inside that facility that you are going to get into.
We have more than
Correct.
reasonable grounds, sir. Yes, sir.
By what?
We have more
By
than
what
reasonable-
means?
This is the second time that this warrant is served by the PNP. The first one is in June 10, sir. We have intel reports. We have the pastorals and witnesses who had already tumiwalag na, sir, sa kanilang grupo. We have informants. And by all indications, sir, ang tagal namin sinurveillance ang lugar, sir. Talagang sinurveillance yan, sir. Matagal na
Bakit
panahon.
hindi pa rin yun nahuli?
We will
With
explain,
all those information,
we will explain, sir, in our briefing after this briefing of the KOJC, sir.
Okay.
If you will allow us, sir. Thank you.
we will allow you. We will give you ample time to do that.
before we
Continue,
continue,
Atty.
Your Honor, maybe ask General Torre, why is it that before the 30 minutes lapse, his men already destroyed the southern gate and the eastern portion of the gate? May we know, Your Honor, why there was seeming miscoordination with these men, which led to the death of one person and the injuries of other persons?
I am also interested to know that the answer of to that question. You said, we'll give you 30 minutes. Then, wala pang 30 minutes, ando na. Tumira na yung mga tao sa likuran.
May
Can you
saputok.
explain?
This type of this line of questioning of Attorney Torion, sir, is a little bit belligerent in the sense na anong oras ba, sir, ang pinagsimula ng aming 30 minutes? Baka magkaibang timeline niya, sir, sa timeline ko. Diba, sir? Baka magkaibang timeline niya sa timeline ko. So, at the end of the day, sir, we give them ample time. 30 minutes is an ample time, I suppose. And first and foremost, sir, they have no right actually, sir, to block the police after we announce our intention and the legality of our operation.
And also,
It is recorded, sir, in the LRAD. Kaya nga sabi nila, sir, very clear ang instruction ko, sir. Because after I talked to him, I played my recording on the LRAD. Ito po, pakinggan nyo para maliwanag sa lahat. Kasi pati ang pag-static ng mic, pati ang pag-malfunction ng public address system, pinaghandaan namin, sir. So the best solution is a recorded message in the LRAD with me beside it. Boses ko rin yun, sir, na nagsasabi, ako po si Police Brigadier General Torre, ako po ay may warrant of arrest na dala para kay Apollo Kibuloy, papasukin niyo po kami dyan dahil aarestuhin namin siya. So basically, sir, that's what the law says. That's what the law that we complied with. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair, meron pong kasabihan sa Latin, falsis in uno, falsis in omnibus. False in one thing, false in everything. The fact of the matter is we're dealing with a man who is a liar, comfortably lies, and disrespects this Senate hearing right now. kanina sinabi ko yung usapan namin, di ba, na kaming dalawa lang. And then he says it's her word against mine. And then when I said that, well, there was a video, it was recorded. He very comfortably flip-flopped. So this is a very important point, because right now he's comfortably lying in a Senate hearing, and he thinks that arrogance is that he can get away with it, and then that arrogance will be suffered by the KOJC once the senators are out of out of Davao.
Anyway, Your Honor, we have videos, Your Honor, which would prove that even before we even talked to him that there was no need to use force, and we are cooperating. And even before the lapse of 10 minutes, Your Honor, there was already an explosion at the back, and we received frantic calls that they were already tear gassed. Anyway, we will leave that, Your Honor, and we will continue with day 2, August 25, the pepper spray.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Yes, go ahead. With the
indulgence of Attorney
Okay.
Torion,
Ah, go ahead.
very briefly, I think the video will not lie. We were live even minutes before they arrived. So simultaneously, when the 30-minute mark was announced, we were already live. And it was also live at the very area where the men of the SAP cut the barbed wire and the explosion followed. So probably directly the video will be submitted to you, Your Honor, for better appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you. I will. You have to present that video before this committee.
So we will
Continue.
continue the narration, Your Honor. During the omnibus search, Your Honor, we had a hard time with our lawyers, Your Honor, as to who will we follow, because it was really if there is an unli rise, Your Honor, it was also an unlimited search, Your Honor. All places of KOJC was actually searched, Your Honor. All places, Your Honor. And by 9:40 in the morning, the search was already completed, Your Honor. And by August 25, the next day, Your Honor, the new batches of SAC personnel actually arrived, and they barricaded right away the school, our school, Your Honor. And by 9:30, new batches of SAC personnel wearing full battle gear, Your Honor, and equipped with riot batons entered the compound. And it was during this time, I think, Your Honor, when they were using the batons, Your Honor, and they were pounding their truncheons. And it was really very deafening, Your Honor. You will think that's what they did. I don't know why they had to do that, Your Honor, to intimidate us. And I approached one officer there, a certain captain. I got his name somewhere. And approached him, sir, there really a need for you to do that. You're already barricading my school. And then he shouted at me and said, "Did you see me order them?" And then I just want, please, sir, please stop that, because it is scaring the members of KOJC. And I think there's really no need for you to do that, because you are serving a warrant and you need not defend us. No, dili namin kinahanglan ipabungol ba, no? So at 10:15, they were using K9 dogs in the search. And these K9 dogs were brought in almost all of the places in KOJC. Next slide, please. And then, at 10:30, we were again barred from entering the compound, some of the lawyers, and even the executive minister, Your Honor, was also barred by the PNP to enter the compound. So this is a situation where the police was completely in control as to who would enter the compound or not, even if he's the head of KOJC, Your Honor. And accordingly, they also unlawfully arrested Jeremy, 2 members, Your Honor, the Conchita brothers, because Cognita brothers, Your Honor, simply because of the fact that one brother was so concerned as to what happened with his other brother, and he was pleading to the police to be allowed to see the brother, and instead they were both arrested, Your Honor. Next slide, please. And then at 6 o'clock in the evening, I think I was out of the KOJC a few meters away for a while, Your Honor. There was a prayer rally that was conducted, and the PNP, through General Torre, he used the LRAD again, and ordered his men to disperse the KOJC members, Your Honor. Tear gases and pepper spray, actually were used during that time, and there were several members who were injured because of the dispersal. And the PNP made random and unlawful arrests of KOJC members, even if they were not committing crimes, Your Honor. And there is even evidence, Your Honor, that the PNP planted evidences against a member, Generoso Apolostero, Your Honor. There was a kitchen knife and 3 rocks, which were accordingly suddenly found in his bag. Next slide, please. And then, as of August 25, 6 p.m., Your Honor, the PNP locked down the basement of the GMCFI building. This is actually the first time that they attempted to already make the hole, Your Honor. The tunneling that they conducted, the mining, I think we suspected that this was the mining operations that the date that they started it, Your Honor. They barricaded the first floor of the GMCFI school building and even threatened to use a jackhammer or a bomb to expose the alleged bunker or hideout of Pastor. I think during this time, Your Honor, I was live on Facebook because I didn't know what to do anymore. And I had to do that because there was this threat that a bomb would allegedly be used to expose a certain bunker or hideout of Pastor Apollo. And at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Your Honor, the police officers were caught taking metal poles and stones at the KOJC construction site in order to use them as evidence allegedly against KOJC workers. And then 11 to 12 noon, Your Honor, the PNP engaged the Bureau of Fire Protection to assist in the implementation of the arrest warrant. And they likewise conducted a search and inspection of the GMCFI building, wall structures, exhaust fans, even cabinets were searched, Your Honor, and all structures within the KOJC compound, Your Honor. And then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, as of August 26, in the afternoon onwards, you could see policemen, Your Honor. I don't know if this was likewise part of the plan of General Torre, sleeping at the GMCFI school building, Your Honor. They used it as their boarding houses, and KOJC members could no longer have access to the area. And garbage and litter were scattered all over the KOJC sacred grounds, Your Honor. At 2 o'clock, the PNP CDMU formed a human barricade to disperse the peaceful assembly of members at the Emerald main gate. When they were praying, Your Honor, the CDMU was utilized in order to disperse them. And at 3 p.m., while members were conducting their devotional prayer, PNP suddenly and randomly arrested around 18 KOJC members, Your Honor. And a PNP member was caught in the act of kicking a KOJC member while the latter was restrained by another police officer. And this KOJC member sustained injuries as a result of the commotion. Next slide, please. And at 3 o'clock on August 26, is day 3. This time, Your Honor, they already controlled the cathedral. No member can anymore pray there, because this was the day that they turned it. The first term was command center. Then they renamed it as an advanced command post. And this was the time at 3 o'clock that they ripped the carpet of the cathedral main stage and forcibly created a hole to view what is below the cathedral stage. During our inspection, Your Honor, I think we were together when you saw that hole. If you are facing the crowd on the leftmost portion of the cathedral. And until now, that is allegedly one of the sites where they notice heartbeats. But after 14 days, I don't know if the heartbeat still can be heard there. They have not talked about heartbeats 4 days for the past 4 days anymore, maybe because of embarrassment, Your Honor. At 4 o'clock, Your Honor, August 26, PNP deployed additional police officers from PRO 3, Region 4A, mga Kapampangan nata yun, mga taga Luzon, Region 6 and 7. And at 5 to 5:30, I was there present, Your Honor, when the PNP confiscated the sound system and other personal properties of the KOJC. I tried to reason out to the police officer, but nobody, even General Torre, told me, Your Honor, on cell phone, that he ordered it to be seized, the sound system, Your Honor. And at 5:30 p.m., personnel from the Explosive Ordnance Division arrived, and they actually, there was a threat there again of a bombing. And at 8:53, I actually received so many messages, Your Honor, perhaps I could not use my phone anymore, because I learned from an expert that I used this number once to call one of the police officers. I think it was General Torre also. And after that, I received a lot of messages from unidentified individuals texting me various messages, most of which should not be read by my relatives, because they will surely be afraid. And accordingly, the technology used was a text blast machine. Next slide, please. And then by 9 p.m., Your Honor, the PNP blocked the main highway, even if there were no longer KOJC members there. And that caused severe traffic, Your Honor. And at 9 p.m., likewise, a police officer refused the scanning of a black box. Because of the incident, Your Honor, through self-help measures, KOJC installed a scanning machine on Gate 18, simply because they wanted to protect themselves, because they noticed that the PNP were using civilians and they make them wear PNP uniforms, and the KOJC members were not sure whether or not these people were indeed members of the police. So they installed a scanning machine, and there was some sort of an informal agreement that any and all who would enter the KOJC compound, all of their things should pass through the scanner. And this caused a lot of commotion, Your Honor, because some police members would sneak out so many items, and they would even run, Your Honor, run away so that it could not be checked, and they would introduce these equipments or things into the KOJC compound without checking. Next slide, please. And there was also an instance in the night of August 26 where an ambulance was not allowed to enter the KOJC compound. And then during that time, the PNP continued to control the ingress and egress of the KOJC compound. The PNP refused the entry of KOJC members who were residents of the area. And during this time, some KOJC members were displaced in their own home, and they were constrained to sleep outside the compound at the Waxi's fast food or along the highway, simply because of the fact that they were ordered to be out by PNP personnel, Your Honor. PNP occupied the compound even if the property is not registered in the name of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy and other leaders who are accused in the criminal cases filed by a single person, Your Honor. August 27, Your Honor, at 12 a.m., alas 12 ng umaga, nandun ako niyan, Your Honor, hindi po pinayagan yung police, yung food donations na makapasok galing ng office ng City Mayor at hindi sila, at ang ginagawa po nila kung meron silang mga bagay na gustong ipasok po sa KOJC compound, hindi nila pinapaskan. Pinupuslip po nila at tumatakbo. Meron po kami mga videos sa maraming instances na ginagawa po nila ito. At 3 o'clock in the morning, may mga police officers na naman na dumating, mga reinforcements na nakasakay po ng bus. And then, nagkakaroon palagi ng tensyon kasi yung mga abogado na gusto sana pumasok at pa-check doon sa basement ng JMCFI kasi nga, meron nang naririnig na mga drilling, mga ganun na machines. So, mga jackhammer po na naririnig po namin, nagpapadala kami ng mga abogado na pumunta doon sa JMCFI, doon sa basement, hindi kami po pinapapasok. No? And then, sa time po na ito, yung mga members po na naglilinis ng building po ng KOJC, especially doon sa may, sa may corner, naririnig po nila yung continuous drilling po ng basement. So, ang ginagawa po nila, nag-barricade sila doon sa school grounds, wala na makapasok sa JMCFI, sa main cathedral, and there are likewise police barricades in certain areas. Ito po maririnig nyo, Senator. Walang sound. I think this is water under the bridge po because a while ago we were able to confirm na meron talagang tunnel. So yung challenge ni General Torres sa akin, na-approve ko na po ng ilang beses at kanina, na-approve natin na nandyan pala yan. I'm sure he has prepared a defense on this, no? Kasi sabi nga niya kaninang umaga, i-reveal ko yung tunnel na yan, no, sa ibang media personnel. And yan po, August 26 or 27 pa lang naririnig na namin yan. Please. Walang sound. Wala, no?
I-full nyo ang volume para marinig natin yung sound.
Natatakot kasi kami niyan, Senator, kasi eskwelahan po namin yan, yung medicine, law school, college, elementary, high school. Natatakot kami ano nang ginagawa nila kasi continuous talaga, maski gabi, naririnig mo yung, yung drilling. Ngayon lang po ako nakakarinig at naka-experience na ang arrest warrant, 3 araw na sila, hindi pa rin sila umuwi at naririnig namin ng drilling. Ginagawa nilang excuse yung arrest warrant para mag-tunneling or mining operation sila. Ewan ko anong ginagawa nila po doon. Or baka may equipment sila na ililibing doon, hindi namin alam ano talaga yung ginagawa nila doon. Anyway, we will proceed. So we can move on. Next slide, please. Okay, this is August 27, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is on the 4th day. At 7 o'clock in the morning, the police officers barricaded the area where they supposedly were looking. At this time, popular pa yung heartbeats, yung mga sound bites ni General Torre about heartbeats. No, kasi pang 3 araw, 4 araw pa ito. Maraming na intriga itong heartbeats niya. But these heartbeats were moving likewise, no? And accordingly, itong heartbeats nandun daw sa holding room sa kung saan sa likod ng cathedral. And then lumipat itong heartbeat doon sa JMC main administration office. And then lumipat yung heartbeat na naman doon sa sa may JMC basement, no? And accordingly at this time, meron daw silang live and motion tracer na may na-detect daw sila na ewan ko pa iba-iba. First 2 meters, tapos later on 4 meters daw below the ground. Yan po ang explanation ng mga PNP members na gumagamit ng mga equipo po na ngayon ko lang po nakikita. Meron sila equipo na Restec LM1 live and motion tracer, Novaski DN3 live, meron silang Proton Elic LB8, Aquascope 30 universal leak locator, meron silang mga metal detectors. I don't know why metal detectors were likewise used, no? Nakausap ko yung expert kanina, parang ang hinahanap ata mining pressure na ata. And then meron silang fiber optic camera, meron silang mga ground penetrating radar, no, mga water detector. And then at 9 a.m. on August 27, ito po medyo nakakalungkot talaga ito kasi yung mga staff officers, I don't know why they did it, no? They removed all personal belongings of KOJC members who were using the basement as the residence. Kasi po yung iba kasing mga membro po, doon po nakatira sa basement. May mga temporary quarters po sila doon at sa pilitan po silang pinalis ng mga staff members po. And kaya nga wala na silang matirahan, wala na silang matulugan. So yung iba po ay doon na po sa labas natutulog, no? Those are the pictures of the personal things of KOJC members who were staying supposedly in the basement. Kasi ang basement po medyo malaki ito. At sa karami ng mga miyembro ng KOJC, ang iba sa kanila ay temporarily used it as quarters. On August 27 at 10 o'clock in the morning, no, members of the Philippine Navy were spotted within the vicinity of the KOJC compound. I don't know, we could not confirm this, but some of the members in fact saw members of the Philippine Navy. And then at 10 a.m., nag-file po kami ng petition for certiorari po sa Regional Trial Court of Davao City. And then at 1 p.m., several police officers were already using the hallway of the JMCFI school building as the resting areas. Ito po yung sinasabi ko po na ginawa na po nilang boarding house yung eskwelahan namin. Then, next slide please. At 1:56 on August 27, 2024, akala namin tapos na. Kasi po yung temporary protection order po, nag-issue po yung Regional Trial Court Branch 15, no? At the reason may individual members of KOJC as well as the leaders of the JMC, no? Filed the case for writ of amparo and it was granted. We thought that the restrictions and control was employed by the PNP, no, was ordered to be ceased and desisted, no, and that the PNP, no, should no longer commit any acts or omissions that would violate petitioners' right to life, liberty, property, or security, and that they were ordered to remove all barriers and blockades that would hinder the petitioners' exercise to right to life, liberty, or property. Pero nung nag-meeting kami ni General Torre doon, yung kanyang reading po ng TPO ay iba. Ang sa kanya is yung removal lang ng barriers and barricades at ang sa kanyang tingin yung sa gate lamang, no? Yun ang kanyang reading. So I tried to reason with him na parang mali ata yung kanyang reading but he stuck to his opinion. So we just agreed to disagree. I could not do anything about it because that was his reading of the order. So next slide please. In the afternoon of August 27, may mga commotion na namang nangyayari kasi yung mga tanim malapit sa cathedral ay gusto nilang ialis and they also insisted on using a fiber optic camera, no, to locate something daw, to locate the alleged bunker. And that according to Regional Director Torre, no, the TPO did not actually require him and his police forces to vacate the premises of the KOJC compound. Instead, what he did was he barricaded the cathedral and he ordered the barricade in the JMC basement, no? And then at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, members of hundreds of members of KOJC received text messages from unknown numbers. Again, the use of some high-tech equipment that could send text blast messages was again used during this time. And then at 4 o'clock in the afternoon of August 27, no, heartbeats again. Meron na naman daw heartbeats. 3 daw heartbeats were allegedly detected. But the problem is that the lawyers of KOJC were prevented entry into the cathedral. And according to the respondents, meaning the PNP, the KOJC members cannot use the cathedral because they were already turning this into, they were using it already as the advanced command post, no? And at one time, they were sure of a certain heartbeat, but it turned out that it was only an exhaust pipe located outside the cathedral, no? And their theory was that it was actually an underground bunker, but it turned out na mababa lang pala, so hindi pala totoo. And then nag-conduct din sila ng testing dun sa malayo na naming mga gardens, no? Sa KOJC na gardens. And meron silang dinala pagkagabi ng mga live and motion tracer. Ewan namin kung saan galing itong mga high-tech equipments nila, no? May nakapagsabi sa amin na sa ibang bansa daw ito galing, no? Baka sa US daw ito, may mga nag-theorize kasi may mga Amerikano din kasing ang maaligid-aligid at tumitingin doon sa sa compound, no? At saka mayroon din mga pulis kasi na ewan ko bakit nagsuot sila ng kanilang uniform at may mga American flag po sa kanilang uniforms.
Stop po na dyan.
Yes.
Sorry. Meron akong nakita doon na tao ninyo na naka-quote ng US flag. Can you confirm this?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, sir. Our apologies, sir. Those men are just finished their training with the Balikatan, sir. During that time, sir, nagkaroon sila ng exchange patches with the counterpart. So, unfortunately, hindi naman lang na-remove, sir. Velcro lang naman kasi yun, sir. So, after that, we immediately told them to remove all unnecessary patches, sir.
So there was no intention to deceive.
Yes, sir. Actually, ano po yun, sir? Exchange patches with the counterparts during training, sir.
But they are sub-troopers.
Yes, sir.
They are not US servicemen.
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ako rin mismo, I can confirm na mga pulis natin yun, dahil Bisaya yung mukha.
Yes, sir.
Ha?
Yes, sir.
Ilan ba yung nakasuot ng patch na kwan?
Dalawa yun, sir. Pero we have the order, sir. In the picture, sir.
Nakita niyo yung picture, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Meron talaga naka-US patch.
Yes, sir.
I hope walang intention to deceive, ha?
No, sir. At may iba dun, sir. Patches for training, sir. That's why yun. Ng counterpart, sir.
Continue, Atty. Torrio.
On day 5, Your Honor, August 28, 2024, the police officers during this time were again forming human barricades na naman. Ang problema lang dito, nagkakaroon ng tension po kasi nagpapapasok po yung mga pulis ng mga parang mga sibilyan, dinadabitan ng mga ng athletic uniform. May mga picture kami po na sigurado kami hindi mga pulis. No, sana they were they should have been transparent. Anong ginagawa ito? Marami silang mga mga anong tawag dito, mga gamit na pinupuslit po at yung mga abogado namin hindi po pinapayagang pumasok dun sa cathedral. Kasi yan, makita mo, no, despite the fact that there is already a TPO, they were denying our clients to enter the JMC basement and most importantly, the cathedral. No, nobody can pray anymore in the cathedral. No, and marami silang pinupuslit. Next slide, please. And then, on August 28, 2024, meron na naman silang ginawang test na naman doon sa KOJC Cathedral, life and motion tracer daw. Tapos, they were heavily guarding and barricading the KOJC Cathedral. And may mga policemen po na naka-station sa front portion ng KOJC Emerald Gate, yung main gate po, yung pinasukan nyo kanina. And armed men were seen entering the compound and several more police officers entered the compound. During this time, medyo marami talaga sila. No? And after running the device at the KOJC Cathedral, wala na namang heartbeat na nadetektahan nila. And during this time likewise, no member can go inside the cathedral, and they were allegedly, and we were able to confirm it, making a hole even in the cathedral, no. And then at 7:38, while the TPO likewise was effective, no, meron na naman silang device na na pina-operate at meron daw one heartbeat na namang nakita. And then nung chinek po nila, no, nawala na naman, pero they again iba-iba po ang nakikita kasi by 9 AM on August 28, yung heartbeat pala ay nawala, and then nakita na naman, and then it turned out na iba-iba pala ang makikita nila, no. The next slide please. This time meron nagpadala sa akin ng picture na gano'n nakalalim yung honestly, yung nagpadala ay ayaw magpakilala, na-receive ko lang po sa aking Facebook at nag-request sa akin wag lang siya magpakilala kasi
Attorney.
yes sir.
Wag natin ipakilala, pero is he a policeman?
I have no idea if he is a policeman, Your Honor. I have to be honest with you, I do not know the source po. Pero sa akin po yan pinadala po.
Thank you.
And ang problema dito kasi kay gusto sanang gamitin yung cathedral during this time, no? Pero ayaw pa rin nila. And even meron na namang nag-try na pumasok doon sa basement, no? Kasi yung basement at that time medyo iba na ang amoy at maraming mga sigarilyo. Bawal kasi mag-sigarilyo doon sa loob po ng KJC compound. At saka bawal ka mag-ihi maski saan-saan. Medyo mabaho na. So one lawyer tried to access the basement but was denied. And then meron ding nangyari na katawa-tawa kasi ang even sa downspouts po, hinahanap po nila yung mga subject po ng warrants of arrest. And at 10:40, meron na naman silang nakita na allegedly, sinasabi nila sa lawyers namin na may dalawang heartbeats daw, na ang isa 4.7 meters below at saka yung isa 8.1 meters below. So if you will believe them, no, they seem to have different theories as to where are these heartbeats are found, and even the location. The location is always moving. Now at 11 AM, around 11 AM po, for some unknown reason, dalawa pong police officer ay pumunta po doon sa rooftop ng cathedral. At nakita po sa video na nahulog yung police officer. Kaya nga maraming memes na yung heartbeat daw, umakyat na naman doon sa cathedral daw yung heartbeat, no? And then at 12 o'clock noon time, no, police officers were caught forcibly opening a vehicle owned by a KOJC missionary, no? And then thereafter, marami na namang reinforcement ng policemen ang dumating sa compound. And it was during this time where RTC Branch 15 issued a supplemental and clarificatory order, no? And the presiding judge clarified that an arrest warrant can actually coexist with a TPO, and that the service of the arrest warrant the police must be able to show that it is necessary, and the service must be reasonable, and that any and all service of the warrant beyond the ordinary must require judicial imprimatur. So reading po namin doon yung gawa ng tunneling operations, yung pag-deny mo ng right of worship sa mga member, sana covered yun ng PPO, pero hindi po yun sinunod. Instead, yung kanilang barricade po ay naglala noong August 28, 2024, even after the supplemental and clarificatory order. Next slide, please. At 12:40 PM, medyo nagkaroon talaga ng seryoso na commotion po dito Kasi po may nakatanggap po ng tawag yung si Attorney Kay Lorente na forcing her to negotiate kasi daw ibobomba yung cathedral kung hindi siya negotiate doon sa police. So nakita naman po ito, na-report ito sa TV, no? And accordingly, during that time, we had to verify kung totoo ba talaga itong bubombahin nila, no? Ang problema, wala ding mag-confirm sa amin, no? And then yung drilling po na parang jackhammering sounds doon sa JMC basement ay continuous po by August 28, 2024. Naririnig po namin yung yung sound po. No, we tried to write demand letters to General Torre, no, but we were not favored with a reply. Now by 2:43 in the afternoon po, no, the police allowed some KOJC members to access the basement, no? And the police conducted another round of extensive search at the basement, pero limited, no? And then at 3 to 4 p.m., meron pong drone po na bigla na lang nahulog yung drone, at saka nung na-report ito sa akin, tiningnan ko po, binigay yung custody sa akin, and my police na who tried to claim it, but I told him, you have no proof as to who is the owner.
Breaks muna. 2:43 p.m. August 28, 2024. Police allowed some KOJC members to access the basement, and the police conducted another round of extensive search at the basement. At that time, nakita ba nyo yung inuhukay na
Hindi, kasi limited lang. If you will notice po doon sa basement, di ba doon sa pinaka dulo na, mahaba yung basement po, Senator. Ang inalaw nila, parang inalaw lang nila para makuha yung ibang gamit ng mga members, tapos pinaalis na naman.
so hindi umabot doon sa
Hindi umabot doon sa sa
butas?
sa butas po. Kasi medyo malayo yung butas na pinasok natin kanina, kung yung location po. Oo.
Please continue.
Tapos yung drone po ay since the ownership could not be determined, yung mga drones kasi even before the kasi nakikita namin ang daming drones po paggabi. Even at times yung ibang drone masyado nang malapit po sa amin, no? I knew na casing operations nila yon. At nung August 28 may nahulog talaga. So I had to invoke Article 719 of the Civil Code. I turned over the drone to the City Government of Davao. Kasi hindi namin ma-determine kung sino talaga may-ari, no? So during this day, unlimited search po ang ginawa. May mag-search na naman doon sa Bible School. Ang may napansin lang kami kasi sa Bible School, marami pong mga members na babae po na nakatira doon. Yun po ang paborito nilang ulit-ulit na i-search po. Maski gabi, no? Maski gabi, alas 10 na timing na, yung ibang mga members na gusto nang magpahinga, napupunta po sa banyo, naliligo, no? Ito po ang aming problema dito kasi itong kanilang search, pinabalik-balikan nila, ang pinaka-paborito nilang balikan, yung Bible School, no? Na marami po mga babae po ng mga members. I must say that, Your Honor, because an arrest warrant is not actually a license to conduct an unlimited search. And as a matter of fact, a search, if one has to be done, there must be an arrest that must precede the search. And the search is limited only within the immediate surroundings. It is not allowed, the police is not allowed to make omnibus search, random searches, and very extensive and intrusive search. Kaya nga dito, during this time, unlimited po yung search. And then, may pinasok na parang InGen power cutter, no? And ang problema lang kasi, the manner by which this is done is through, medyo sneaky. Kasi tinatago nila sa garbage bags, no? Etc. Yan po yung drone po na nahulog, Senator. I don't know what happened to it, but one news item by the PNP declared that the City Government of Davao already returned that to the PNP. No? Next slide, please. So, alas 12 ng madaling umaga noong August 29, marami na naman kasi ang nangyayari kasi yung ibang police officers, no, may relyebo ata or pero hindi namin makikita kung nire-relyebo ba talaga o ano, no? And mayroong instance dito na meron na naman silang pinapasok na mga tao, 3 na wear lang ng civilian uniform at naka-mask and ayaw magpresenta ng valid ID, no? And pilit na pumasok po dun sa compound. Ang concern kasi ng mga members, baka may mga third parties who will take advantage of the situation, no? And then meron sila high-tech ito, Proton Elec LB8. We were told na this is a highly sensitive metal detector, no? And accordingly, they use this in their operations inside the cathedral. And then at 2 a.m., they again barricaded gate 18, yung second gate po na pinuntahan nyo last, no? Prior to the time when you went again to the JMC basement. And then, yung may scanner po, binarricade nila yun. And then they again search for a heartbeat na naman just outside the cathedral, no? And then, 2:43, may pinasok sila, nagkaroon na naman ito ng commotion. Every time ay ipapasok sila, no? They brought in 3 bags and 1 big bags, no? Na ayaw nila ipacheck. And then, may smuggled na naman sila na large blue box. Hindi namin alam kung ano yung nandun sa loob. And they refuse to have it subjected to scanning, no? And itong mga items na ito, pinapasok po nila sa cathedral. Next slide, please. And then August 29, 3 a.m., marami na namang pulis ang dumating. Siguro sa count po namin, no? Mga 5,000 na ata, no? And ganun sila kadami. Pwede kaming magkamali, pero yung counting namin parang ang dami talaga nila during that time, no? And then meron silang pinupuslit na naman na mga objects na akala ng mga miyembro ay mga armas, no? And aside sa dala nilang armas, may pinupuslit pa sila na kung ano-ano. And then eto rin ang nakakasama kasi yung number ko po ginagamit po na mag-text blast ng mga false information. Tapos ang nag-text daw kay ako, Attorney Torion, na dapat daw hindi daw magpadala sa politika, dapat daw mag-surrender na daw si Pastor Apollo Sikipuloy, no? At gamit na number po ay akin, no? Sana naman makarma itong mga tao na ito in the future, no? Babaliktad yung sitwasyon. 4:50 a.m., August 29, 2024, police forces were once again seen entering the KOJC compound. Iba na naman ito, no? And then nag-continue sila, maririnig mo yung siguro may additional pay yung mga tao doon na nag-drilling operations kasi maski madaling araw continue pa rin sila. Our lawyers tried to enter and verify pero ayaw talaga kaming payagan. And then itong Proton Elic na equipment po ginamit nila doon sa iba't ibang parte po ng compound at saka sa eskwelahan po namin. Itong kanilang Proton Elic na equipment. Next slide please. And then by 6 a.m. eto, ginamit na naman yung LRAD nila, no? At kung ano-ano yung mga announcement na pinapa-on po nila. And then additional police forces again were seen entering the compound of KOJC, evidencing really the excessive number that they are using inside KOJC compound. Next slide please. And then merong dito nagkaroon din ng problema kasi nakatanggap kami ng tawag at na-confirm na yung mga pulis po ay gusto pong pumasok sa Prayer Mountain sa Kalinan, Davao City. Yeah.
I would like to acknowledge the arrival of my colleague Senator Bongo. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for coming. Please continue.
Dito po, may mga pulis po na nag-attempt na nag-enter doon sa Prayer Mountain po sa Kalinan, which is a good 50 kilometers away from Buhangin. Kaya nga po, nagtataka kami kung sigurado sila na yung heartbeat ay nasa KOJC compound, bakit sila nakarating na naman sa Prayer Mountain at nag-attempt na pumasok, no? And then 9 o'clock in the morning, lumalakas yung drilling operation sounds doon po sa JMC basement and hindi pa rin kami pinapayagan na magkaroon ng access po nito maski nagtatry po yung mga lawyers namin. Next slide please. 10:44 a.m. naririnig pa rin namin yung mga drilling operations and then at one time chine-check nila maski yung aming mga yung drainage, no? Tinitingnan yung mga drainage system and then pati electricity namin, no? Ginagamit na nila at ginagawa nilang boarding house pati hangar po namin, no? Hangar ng kliyente. And yung mga manholes po, no? Which is part of the KOJC cabling system, inopen po at pinag-i-inspection po nila. Next slide please. And then may dala na namang by 11 a.m. ang daming mga equipments, yung mga SAF, no? And repeated unlimited searches were made in the hangar, the kingdom, and even doon po sa garden ng KOJC. May garden kasi kami. And then August 29 at 1 p.m., meron silang itry sana kunin na fire truck ng KOJC, no? And then nung tinanong ng mga lawyers anong ground po nila, hindi naman po nagsabi na ano ang ground at hindi naman po tinuloy. And then by August 29, 2024 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, may mga peak access po na nakita po na pinapasok nila na nakikita sa scanner. Ayan, na-confirm natin dahil pala yan doon sa kanilang tunneling operations doon sa likod ng JMC basement na na-confirm natin kanina. And then meron na naman silang dala, hindi na naman pinapascanner. 3 bags and 1 big box, no? Na ayaw nilang ipa-undergo ng security check. Bakit po kami nag-insist doon sa scanner? Because even if they are serving a warrant of arrest po, gusto din namin na may transparency kung ano yung pinapasok po nila for our self-preservation, no? And because it is also under Article 428 of the Civil Code, 429 of the Civil Code, private property po yan. So hindi naman siguro dahilan na kung meron silang arrest warrant, ay sila na pong maghari-hari po doon sa loob. Sana hindi nila makalimutan na private property po yan, no? 3 p.m. August 29, 2024, yun, bigla na lang kinonfiscate yung mga license plates po ng mga sasakyan po sa loob ng KOJC compound. I don't know how is it related with the warrant of arrest, pero ginawa po nila yun. And then, hindi na naman nag-allow.
For a while,
Yes po.
General Torre, bakit nag-conduct ng operation yung highway patrol sa loob ng compound nila, ng baklas ng plate number?
Sir, I'm very sorry. That's the first time that it came to my attention. I'll look into it immediately, sir. I'll give you feedback before this hearing ends. I'm really very sorry, sir. Ngayon ko lang nakita yan, sir. Hindi ko alam yan, sir. I'll give you a feedback ngayon kaagad, sir. I'll ask the highway patrol.
Patawag mo nga. Please continue.
na naman kami, sir, na makapasok po doon sa basement, no? Pero hindi na naman pinayagan. Ilang beses yung mga abogado po na mag-try na ma-allow na makapasok doon sa basement kasi yung drilling operations kasi napakaingay, no? And concerned kami sa structural stability po ng eskwelahan, no? And then 349, ito na naman another incident na mga tao na klaro talaga na hindi pulis. So, yung gagwapo kasi ng mga pulis, laki ng mga katawan, pero tingnan mo yan, no? Oh. So, mga minero po na pinuslit nila dito, mga abanteros ata, no? And it turned out na yung hukay pala na na-confirm natin kanina, doon po sila sa JMC basement, no? Pero the manner by which they employed this was really questionable, no? Because this is really deceit as well as fraudulent because they are not even members of the police. And while under the rules of court, they may be able to summon other persons to help them in the assistance of in the implementation of a warrant of arrest. But these men were not actually utilized to assist the service of the warrant of arrest. They were used to conduct mining activities in the JMC compound, no? And nakatago yung mga mukha kasi may confirmation kami sa isa or dalawa na mga ano pero we are still conducting further research sa kanila pong identities, no? Next slide please. And then at around 4 o'clock on August 29, another set na naman, no? Unidentified male individuals were headlights were escorted by the PNP to the basement. Nagsiserve ng mga may mga headlights pa, no? So these civilians wearing police athletic uniforms were then escorted by the police going towards the basement. Kaya by this time nagdududa kami baka mina na yung pakay po nila kasi may mga headlights po no? So nag-try na naman yung lawyers natin na pumasok doon. Paano kami maka-insist mga staff officers po yung nakabantay doon, may mga armado pa, mga armalites at iba pa, mga bandolier ng mga what's called this na bala, no? And then at 4 PM po ginawa yung KOJC compound bed and parang boarding house talaga. They turned it into a police garrison, no? Yung mga Bermuda kasi diyan as much as possible hindi kami nag-step diyan maski kasi para hindi prevent yung growth ng mga Bermuda. Pero sila ginawa po nilang bahayan, no? And then dito po I'm fed up already because I've always requested my lawyers, try nyo nga na magpasok doon at one time ako din, no? So I challenge the media to seek clearance of the PNP, no? Para makakuha kami ng clearance makapasok doon sa drilling activities, no? Nung papasok na sana ako, ayun formation po sa harap ng ng JMC compound. Hindi na lang po ako try na to break into the kay baka mapreso pa ako at sasabihin it's a charge ako ng PD 1829 obstruction of justice. Yan kasi ang kanilang parang mantra diyan. O kakasuhan kita BP obstruction of justice. And then 5 PM August 29, 2024, unlimited search na naman pero yung heartbeat sa JMC building na naman, hindi na naman sa cathedral, no? And then meron silang live and motion detector na ang brand name Novaski, no? I don't know sa abroad dito galing itong equipment na ito. And then
Break muna, Torre.
yes.
General Torre, yung mga ginagamit ninyo na mga equipo, saan galing yan?
The live and motion detector, sir, one is from the Bureau of Fire Protection, from their search and rescue of collapsed structures, and the other two is from the MMDA, the more updated one. Also used in the collapsed structures, sir, like they're using it also in Turkey. So that's in replacement to the tracking dogs. So kung may taong nabagsakan ng building halimbawa, sir, they sit on top. They know if they're still alive.
They are not PNP property.
One is from
Borrowed from other
Yes, sir.
agency.
Yes.
Hindi galing sa Amerikano.
Sir?
Hindi galing sa Amerikano yan.
Saan, sir?
Hindi galing sa Amerikano yung
Sir, that's,
gamit.
the live and motion detector model 1 used by the BFP is an old one. It costs 2 million pesos in accordance to the PAR. And the updated one, LM3, used by the MMDA, reportedly cost 9 million each.
Okay, thank you.
Yung
Please
Proton
continue.
Helix, Your Honor, yung Proton Helix, saan kayo?
Yung Proton Helix, saan galing?
We use the ground penetrating radars loaned from. There were 3 ground penetrating radars loaned from private companies, but the latest one, ground penetrating radar that gave us the latest image, is from the DNR. Sir.
DNR.
Yes, sir.
Tapos yung iba private company.
Private company.
So,
We borrowed
meron kayong tatlo.
apat, sir.
Apat.
Yes, sir.
Please continue.
By August 29, likewise, Your Honor, no? Meron na namang mga minero, mga abantero, tingnan niyo pong mga gamit dala nila, oh. I don't know kung magsiserve din sila ng warrant, pero iba ata yung mga dala nila. Eto naman po, kung meron pong tanim bala, meron na namang tanim tao, no? Ito, minor ito, no? Kasi we really raise this concern. Kasi ang takot namin doon sa ginagawa nilang tunnel, baka bigla magsasabi sa, oy, may nakita kaming minor person po dito. So, nakita namin yan, may video yan, minor, dinamitan ng pulis. At kumpirmado namin na sila ang nagpadala kasi nung bumalik siya, sumakay siya doon sa coaster ng PNP. Merong video po niyan. Oo.
Who are these people?
I don't know, Your Honor.
No, I was asking General Torre.
Yes, Your Honor. Kanina ko pa gustong to disabuse the mind of Attorney Torion. Para accurate, sir, basahin ko naman, sir, ang proof. Relevant law. Kapag lang aking abogado. So that we'll read it from the court. from the revised rules of court, section 10. Rules of criminal procedure, sir. Para ma-disabuse, sir. Actually, sir, alam ni Attorney Torion, sir, that there's nothing illegal in using the civilians because we will confirm those are civilians that we
So you
included-
confirm they are civilians?
Yes, sir. And we did that.
They are not policemen.
They are not policemen, sir, because
But
they
why
are
are you
experts.
authorizing them to wear police uniform?
Just to, okay, sir.
Ah.
Sir,
Sige,
ladies
sige.
and gentlemen,
Listen. Okay, wait.
Section 10, Rules of Court, Rule 113. Ang Section 11 nito, yung palaging alam na natin na palaging inuulit-ulit natin nito yun. Right of the officer to break into building or enclosure. Back one up, Section 10. Officer may summon assistance. An officer making a lawful arrest may orally summon as many persons as he deems necessary to assist him in effecting the arrest. Every person so summoned by an officer shall assist him in effecting the arrest when he can render such assistance without detriment to himself. Allowed by court, allowed by rule, sir. Why are they using the uniform? At that time, I gave them the authorization. That's an exemption in Rule 179, Section 179 of the Revised Penal Code, because that is to ease their entry para matapos na lang, sir. Kasi mga aresto naman kami, sir. Mga aresto, rather than arrest these people from KOJC, preventing the entry of people that will legally summon to assist us in effecting this arrest of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy.
Oh.
Pinag-reformin na lang namin, sir, para sila ay makapasok ng hindi na pinipigilan.
So you summon the services of these civilians
Yes, sir.
to effect the arrest of Pastor Kibuloy
Yes,
or
sir.
to dig a tunnel below the
To dig the
building.
tunnel, because it is the way for us to break into the tunnel that we suspect Apollo Kibuloy is hiding, sir. That's also in relation to Section 11, which gives the peace officer the right to break into any building or enclosure to effect the arrest, sir.
No, don't you think that you have abused this particular provision of the rules of court na
Overstretching.
kasi tingnan mo, link of time, 13 days. Where in the world have you effect as warrant of arrest for 13 days staying in a particular place?
Sir, I will cover that in our presentation after
Sir,
okay.
the narrative.
Sir,
Thank you.
if I may, sir.
Babalikan kita niya mamaya pag-present mo. I will ask the same question
Yes, sir.
and I will further ask further question.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Wait.
just a little repartee to since he is citing a law. I hope the good general would be enlightened that he can invoke that provision when he is making a lawful arrest. In this case, 13 days have already elapsed. There is no lawful arrest yet. When an officer, sir, kanang yung provision na decide niya, aresto, meron yung akusado, siya lang isa. Pare, tulungan mo ako kasi i-aresto natin siya, maski civilian pwede. Kung ang ginagawa nila, hindi ito applicable yung kanilang proviso. Kasi mga civilian ito, dinadamitan nila, minor pa, tapos hindi para pag-aresto, ang dami na nila. Do they need 5,000 personnel plus civilians just to arrest one person? That's a misreading of the law, overstretching of the law, and that is, I don't know, that requires further seminar in a law school, probably, Your Honor.
Ako, I am not a lawyer. Pero I can hardly believe that you are going to summon the services of this civilian not to arrest Pastor Kibuloy, but to look for Pastor Kibuloy. As you said na ginagamit niyo yan sa pagtataniling doon, sa paghuhukay, therefore, you are not effecting an arrest. You are looking, you are searching for Pastor Kibuloy. Pag nahirapan kang mag-aresto ng tao, you can summon the services of other people. Tulungan niyo ako dito, ayaw police officer. Hulihin ko itong tao, malaki ito masyado. Tulungan niyo ako, makasummon ka ng services ng ibang tao. Pag-aresto, but not to look for Pastor Kibuloy as stated in that rules of court.
Mr. Chair.
General Torre, you respond. Pareho tayong police, pareho tayong hindi abogado.
Sir, that will be covered in the presentation, sir. We assure you
Okay.
that it will be covered.
Sige, later.
Chair, may I
Right.
just point out something? That even though it has gone through ridiculous lengths, you look at the face of General Torre, and what you will see is the face of someone who doesn't care. His interpretation right now is the only thing that matters. Siya ang batas. And that was how we have experienced him all these days. Yung capricho, yung whims, yung very tyrannical, ako ang batas. Kahit nakaharap mo na yung mga senador, nagbe-behave ka lang dyan, no? But in reality,
Please address your
Mr.
statement
Chair.
to that chairman.
Mr. Chair,
Huwag mong direkta sa kanya.
yes, Mr. Chair,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
So ganun lang yan, Mr. That's all I want to say, really, that it's very, even though it has gone through ridiculous lengths, no? For him, if what he believes and what we've experienced, no, is that his interpretation is the one that matters and it will be the one that will get followed. Wala nang rule of law. Lahat iikutin through ridiculous lengths.
Your observation is very valid and I am taking note of that. Thank you. I would like to ask Yusek Lord Villanueva about your interpretation. Lahat tayo dito nag-interpret nitong rules of court. Yung sinabi ni General Torre, ayaw ko nang tanungin si General Attorney Torion dahil he is from the opposing party. I presume you are neutral. Pwede ko bang, using that particular provision of the rules of court, pwede ko bang isumon yung mga civilian para hanapin si Pastor Kibuloy, magdidig ng tunnel doon? Can I do that?
Your Honor, the standard established by the rules of court is reasonableness. So in this case, if the PNP has reasonable ground to believe that indeed the pastor is hiding underground and through their instruments and through their machines, they have reasonable ground to believe that he is indeed underground, then the rules of court allow the police officer to break in to an enclosure. So by that interpretation, so breaking in would include perhaps tunneling or digging to reach the enclosure where it is reasonably
I
believed.
am not asking you about the reasonableness. I am asking you about summoning the services of the civilian in order to arrest Pastor Kibuloy. The act is not actually making the arrest. The act is searching for Pastor Kibuloy. So can I ask these people to help me dig a tunnel to look for Pastor Kibuloy, then eventually arrest him?
Your Honor, the provision does not place a limitation as to the time when this summoning of assistance would be given. So I would respectfully disagree with the contention that this must be done at the very moment that the person to be arrested is cited. It could be done in the process of breaking into the enclosure where the person to be arrested is believed to be found. That is my respectful opinion, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Human rights. You're a lawyer, ma'am? RD, human rights?
Yes po, Your Honor. But
Can you share with us your thoughts on this?
judging from the arguments from both parties, pero medyo nalito na rin po ako because I'm no longer a legal expert as to this matter. But may I, the President of the Integrated Bar of the Philippines here in Davao City, may I pass the ball to her?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please, President of the IBP, Davao City, Attorney Aiza Kanda. You have the floor, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I have a different opinion with regard to Section 10 of Rule 113. My understanding with respect to this article is that the officer is actually in the act of making the arrest. And he may call, of course, as many assistants as he can. But with what's happening now with KOJC, there are thousands of them inside the premises. So what's the point of asking a civilian to assess or to assist in the arrest? So in the actual of making a lawful arrest, they are still searching. They are still searching in the vicinity. So they are asking for help.
That is why I'm trying to make a distinction between the act of arresting and the act of searching.
Yes.
That's why I want to establish the difference between the two.
Yes.
So yun nga. So
my opinion is that
your opinion.
he can ask for assistance in the act of actually doing the actual arrest, and not in the search of or effecting the search of the arrest or the search of the person to be arrested.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Ito, magaling ito na abogado. Ito, kung nirespeto ko yung opinion nito. Commissioner Alberto Bernardo, sir, please share with us your thoughts on this. In relation to the police operational procedures that we are observing in the PNP and the NAPOLCOM. Please continue.
Maraming po salamat pa, Ginoong Tagapangulo. Yung arrest po kasi is a continuing act. Kung yung tao po polite, tumatakas, yung pagtugon sa kautusan ng warrant, ng arrest warrant is a continuing act also. Kaya kung naniniwala po ang kapulisan na nandoon sa ilalim, merong bunker doon, continuing act po yun. Kaya nakukonsider natin na yung ginagawa ng police is furtherance of the arrest. Kaya kung gagamit po ng gadget ng LMD, yun ho ang magtutukoy para gumawa ng paghuhukay at pagtukoy doon sa tao. Kaya sa tingin ko po, with all due respect doon sa colleague, continuing act po kasi, kaya hindi po static yun na tapos yung arrest, pag nakita mo yung tao. Kaya kung yung gadget po, naniniwala sila, nasa kabilang kwarto, ginamit po natin ito sa Marawi. Alam natin, nasa kwarto siya. Yung terrorism, continuing act din yun. Ganon din po rito, kung nagtatago yung tao sa ilalim, continuing act, kaya kasama po yun sa pagtugon doon sa service of warrant. Yun po yung
alam mo, if we are going to continue with that continuing act, the occupation of the PNP on the KOJC will continue on and on and on and on. Do you agree with me? Until they define the physical body of Pastor Kibuloy. Do you agree with me?
Yung naulat po kanina, kung wala na pong hudyat, kaya ng ginawa po natin doon sa Baguio, nung gumuho yung isang hotel doon, kung merong hudyat na merong pang mare-rescue dito sa ilalim, dapat patuloy po rin yun. Ganon din po sa pag-aresto. Kung sakaling wala nang ma-detecto na taong merong buhay sa ilalim doon, dapat itigil na rin yun. Kaya magiging basihan po natin yung ginagamit nila doon sa rescue equipment ng DNR, ng MMDA, at ng Bureau of Fire Protection. Sila po ang magsasabi, yun po yung reasonableness po.
Ako, bilang isang dating pulis, nakikita ko yung reasonableness na sasabi natin ay talagang masyadong subjective. Kung ako, gusto kong i-occupy yung KOJC forever kung sasabihin na may heartbeat ako na-detect. So, hanggang saan ito ngayon? Ako forever ko talaga gusto kong i-occupy yan The mere fact, nagdala ako ng 3,000 na pulis dyan, may intention talaga ako i-occupy yan, yung buong grounds na yan. So sabihin ko forever, heartbeat dito ngayon, hinukay, wala. O may heartbeat na ako na-detect noon. Who will police the police pagdating sa bagay na yan?
Yun po ay pwede nang iakyat sa husgado. Kung sa tingin po ng husgado ay hindi na to reasonable, i-lift po yung execution ng warrant of arrest. Magbibigay po ng mga kondisyon yung husgado na hindi na rin tama yun. Ito po, hindi po kasi judgment call yung magiging basihan po ng continuation ng execution ng warrant.
No, pwedeng judgment call yan.
Hindi-
Sabihin ng police na it's my judgment na nandyan pa si Pastor Kibuloy.
Yung,
Who will be against me? Kaya nga, kung ako, sabi ko, nandyan pa rin yan. Sigurado ako. Walang katapusan. Walang katapusan. Thank you, Attorney. Thank you. Attorney from DOJ, City Prosecutor, Attorney Saniel. Attorney Saniel, can we hear from you? That's why we invited you because we need your opinions here. Please.
Magandang hapon po sa lahat, sir. Mr. Chair. Hindi po ako authorized magbigay ng opinion on that matter. Can I be allowed to differ on that comment, sir?
Mukhang tuwang-tuwa kayo dyan. Pumalakpak kayo. Ha? Ano pala siya? Prosecutor ka?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference between the prosecutors and other people from DOJ who are giving their opinion in our previous hearings?
Sir, in my capacity, sir, is about the trafficking case that was...
Trafficking?
Yes, sir, yung number 3 item, sir.
I thought being a prosecutor, you are prohibited from giving your legal opinion on this matter. Am I
Yes, sir,
correct?
in my capacity,
In your
sir.
capacity as a
Yes, sir.
prosecutor.
I cannot give my opinion, sir, on this matter, sir.
So itong ibang taga DOJ sa Senado na nagbibigay ng opinion, they are not prosecutors.
They are part of the DOJ, sir, but they are authorized to give their opinion, sir.
Thank you.
Salamat, sir.
Sino pang abogado dyan na pwede magbigay
Ako po, Your Honor, malapit na po. Mag-aral pa ako next time.
Sige,
Your Honor,
tingnan natin.
opo, hindi po ako abogado pero common sense po, Your Honor. Huwag natin paikot-ikutin po mga with due respect, Pulcom, DOJ, DILG, the generals here and the colonels
Ay,
po.
please do not direct your
Yes po,
to them.
sorry po, Your Honor.
Oh, kasi ako'y nakiusap sa kanila na mag-share ng kanilang opinion tapos bigla mo silang pipersonalin sila isa-isa.
Opo, Your
That
Honor.
would be against the ethics of this committee.
Sorry po, Your Honor. It's my mistake po.
Thank you, thank you. Right. Just,
Tumatanggap naman po kami ng mali pag nagkamali po kami.
Okay,
Salamat po, Your Honor. I think it's an insult to the 3,000 strong men of PNP with the elite forces, special action force. Tapos tutugisin mo isang individual lang. Mag-hire ka pa ng hindi pulis, damitan mo po ng pulis. Your Honor, papayag ko po ba? Yung uniform niyo po is papasusot sa hindi po pulis. Wala pong limit. For example, pwede ko pong sabihin, ako si General Torre, I can hire 1,000 civilians. Pasok kayo dito sa compound. I-search natin.
ganito kasi yan. I'm not reading their minds, no? Pero siguro sa expertise, you have 3,000 policemen na hindi mga minero, hindi marunong maghukay, hindi marunong maghanap ng bina. Ito siguro, hinahire nila yung mga tao na yun because talaga magaling yung sa paghukay. Ang gusto nating masettle nito ngayon, yung paggamit sa kanila sa paghuhukay at paghahanap doon sa kay Pastor Kibuloy ay yung kaya nga tinatanong natin yung mga legal opinions ng ating mga lawyers dito, yung ba justified? Justified ba? As far as the use of uniform, police uniform, inamin naman ni General Torre that he authorizes the use of the uniform. He authorized the use of uniform for easy access papasok doon sa loob ng
Your
kingdom.
Your Honor, kunwari may mga NPA criminal, pwedeng gamitin po yung pagpasok sa loob. Paano pa namin ma-check po, Your Honor? Anybody can do that. Wala po kasi naka-uniform na eh.
Oh, pero NPA naman yun, mag-away mo itong police at saka
Mga
NPA.
eskalawag at preso po, pwede pong damitan po yan, papasukin po sa loob, Your Honor. Ano pong control po dyan? Eh, authorized pala eh.
Kaya nga natin ngayon tinatakil yan dahil nga dito tayo ngayon sa arrest at saka sa search paggamit ng tao. Ako, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a lawyer pero ginamit nila yung tao para mag-search, maghanap kay Pastor Kibuloy, hindi para mag-aresto kay Pastor Kibuloy. On the contrary, the opinion of our lawyers, Pulcom and other lawyers, nagsasabi na continuing yung act of arresting Pastor Kibuloy. Matagal na debate ito. Anyway, hindi ka pa matapos. Narinig ko na yung side mo, pero continue ka sa presentation mo.
Sir?
We will leave that matter at pag-usapan natin mamaya. Attorney, abogado pa.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Just with respect to the fact that Section 11 is very clear when they are making an arrest. Unfortunately, there is no arrest yet here. And then they use a child, they use insignia. Sir, I just want to point out, sir, that the allowing persons who are not police to use police insignia is a violation of Article 179 of the Revised Penal Code. Plus, a second thing, sir, is the fact that they use a child, a minor, to use that. That is, again, child abuse. I just want to point out that to the...
Thank you. General Torre, bakit gumamit ng minor? Kung digging ang purpose nyo doon mag-hukay, bakit babae ba yun? Ano babae yung lalaki ba yun? Minor, bakit kayo gumamit ng minor?
Your Honor, I do believe at this point in time na wala namang nag-establish sa minor. Those are all allegations. And I can categorically say Walang minor dun, sir. Baka mukhang bata lang.
Mukhang bata, pero
Mukhang bata lang, but
Hindi, for the record,
sir, na.
for the record, pinasok mo yun
It's
for the
what the-
purpose of digging or
Yes,
for
sir.
the purpose of, baka mamaya ang apprehension nila is gagamitin na naman ninyo doon sa loob na parang victim of trafficking na naman.
Of course not, sir.
Yung apprehension nila, ha? Pero for the record, you say it for the
The
record.
instruments indicate that our targets could be 4 meters below ground. And I believe that we need experts on this matter, especially on digging this hole, because we want to ensure that these people have the experience. That's something that the police does every day. So who are the people who knows and has the experience on digging? Minero, sir.
So, with that explanation of yours, it is the impression of this committee that you admit that you really did a digging below the GMC.
Yes, sir. It's part of our
compound.
presentation later on, sir. And that's the presentation ko, sir.
Kaya nga, in-admit mo.
Yes, sir.
Kala ko hindi mo i-admit. I am ready to cite you in contempt kung hindi
Yes,
mo i-admit. Ako mismo, you have no way to lie before me because ako mismo, pinuntahan ko kanina sa inspection kanina, inukay namin doon, very fresh pa yung simento na ginawa at nung natanggal yung simento, yung mga kabilya na nilagay doon, hindi kabilya na construction na related kabilya, kundi kung saan-saan lang napulot na kabilya yon, and yung lupa is very loose. But then, that's immaterial anymore to discuss about that because you admit that you did the digging below that the basement of GMC
Yes, sir.
building.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
have lots of bosses who are class 87, and
Okay.
they can testify on the kind of destruction that Fist of Cadet First Class Bato de la Rosa, sir, can come to them if they violate the rules, sir. So I really will not dare to do that and lie to you.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yes, Bishop, because it pains me to cite you in contempt if I need to do that because you are the regional director of this particular police regional office of this region. And that would be a slap on the PNP kapag ang kanilang boss ay na-cite in contempt ng isang committee hearing because of lying and false testifying falsely before the committee.
Yes, sir.
I hate to do that.
Yes, sir.
Please make sure that you don't lie to this
It
committee.
will be part of the presentation, sir. And even the future diggings is included there, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Meron pa yung future digging.
Mr. Chair,
It's included in the presentation, sir.
Mr. Chair.
I'll show you, sir.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
Sandali ha. Unahin ko muna si Jason sana una
salamat po.
Yeah.
I just want to know from the chair whether the digging was in accordance with the law. I'd like to ask, therefore, the chair to ask the PNP whether they secured a digging permit because the structural integrity of the building, which carried preschool, kindergarten, elementary students, high school students, college students, postgraduate, nangangani po ang buhay nila. Doon sa integrity ng gusali, kung ito ay magkakaroon ng konting pag-inog ng mundo. Kung sabihin siya pa, mulinog taon, asa man po nito ng mga batang gagmay, nawa magiging sila ibang kaagan, anang maumpang itabo. Where did they secure a permit from the building official of the city, Mr. Chair?
General Torre,
Sir,
the question is, did you secure a digging permit from the building officials of the city of Davao or any permit from DNR for that matter? Before
No,
you
sir.
do that?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Sir. Mr.
Thank you
Chair,
for that answer.
Mr. Chair, may I have,
So it's noted by this committee that he did not secure any permit
Mr.
from
Chair,
any pertinent and competent government agency that is regulating the digging operations.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, Attorney Fuentes.
Thank you, sir. Sir, considering that he hired civilians, may we know the names of the civilians that he hired for the digging, sir?
So you should understand that their property was negatively impacted by the digging operations. That's why they are looking for the names of those people responsible in the digging. So since ikaw ang nag-recruit noon, please give us the name. Submit to this committee.
Mr. Chair,
Okay?
yes, Mr. Chair, we will.
Ilan yun? Ilan yun?
I have lost track, maybe around 7 or 6.
7.
Mr. Chair. But we will provide it to you and just consult my.
Please, before this hearing ends, please submit to this
But I
committee.
would like to state for the record, Your Honor, that everything that they did is under my responsibility. I take
That's
responsibility
good.
for their actions.
You are the commander. You should assume all responsibility.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Mr. Chair.
Assume all the responsibility. You're the commander.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Yeah, building official of Davao City.
Good afternoon. Good
Kas
afternoon.
Tung Yani.
Again.
Right.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. May I ask General Torre if during the time of excavation and all of the construction activities done in the basement, was there a professional engineer architect supervising over the work being done?
Thank you. You heard the question. Please answer.
Yes, sir. We have structural engineers and
Sino? Regional engineering
Yes, sir.
service mo?
we have one civil, one architect, and one structural engineer, sir. I'll cover everything in the presentation, sir.
Ano doon sa presentation mo?
Sir,
Meron
Mr.
meron silang engineer.
That question came about because earlier when General Torre was talking, he said they hired the experts for digging, which were yung mga minero. In my opinion, that's hindi siguro tama. Yung eksperto natin doon is yung minero. And if yung safety yung like it was mentioned earlier in the rules of court, yung breaking in, Your Honor, humingi kasi ako ng opinion from NBCDO, National Building Code Development Office, yung executive officer nila. I asked if yung breaking in doon is applicable to the breaking of building or demolition of any part thereof. According to the commissioner, ang sabi niya sa akin is, yung breaking in can apply to breaking of a door or a window to access a building. However, yung act of demolition or breaking structural parts of a building is a regulated activity and it should need a permit or order from the court na will order perhaps the building official to give assistance to whoever is undertaking the job. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Noted. Sino yun? Sino yung tinanong ko?
Si Attorney Belderol, sir.
Sino siya?
National Building Code Development Office. I think he is the executive director or currently, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Well noted. Well noted.
Mr.
Go
Chair,
ahead, Attorney.
in connection with this, considering that I am the chairman of the board of the Jose Maria College Foundation Incorporated, if ever there is going to be any structural damage to the building of JMC, is the police willing to pay for the damages due to the digging that they caused?
I presume they have to pay kung mayroong court order ordering them to pay whatever damages that they have done. Am I correct, General Torre?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Mr. Chair.
Bayaran nila. Kung you file the corresponding case and pag na desisyon na ng korte, bayaran natin sa PNP.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
a few days ago, General Torre was in a press con and he very clearly stated that there was no digging. He denied that he nagdig ang PNP and he said that excavation didn't exist and he also said that those were just Photoshop pictures.
Okay. But that statement was not given before this committee.
Yes.
Before you.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Before the public.
In a
Before the
press
public.
con, he said it in a press con. So, Mr. Chair, this again is the problem that he maybe can tell the truth to you, but once you leave,
For fear
For
of
fear, yes.
becoming
yes,
being cited in contempt.
yes,
Because I am serious in my job. I don't care kung sino man. Basta if you testify falsely before this committee, I have to cite you in contempt.
yes, Mr. Chair, but unfortunately, not all of us are senators, and the Filipino people are not senators, and he blatantly lied to the Filipino people about it.
Will you please respond, General Torre? Why did you lie before the Filipino people that you did not do such digging?
Sir, masyado tayo nasa sidetrack. Hindi ko maintindihan, sir, ang sinasabi ni Dr. Badoy.
Hindi,
Kung kailan ginawa, sir, I did not do that.
Napakasimple lang.
I did not do that, sir.
Hindi ka
I did not do that and I did not say that.
na
If they can present to me the video, maybe I can review it. But right now, there's no video presented except for the statement of Dr. Badoy, who is delaying the presentation of Attorney Torion.
Okay, can you please give me that
Yes,
video?
Mr. Chair,
For
yeah,
that,
the press con 2 days ago, he even challenged Attorney Torion to prove it.
Ang sabi kasi niya sa press con, he has to, that's the allegation of Attorney Torion, and he should prove it in court, and he should prove it, walang in court, he should prove it because madali, nasa Photoshop naman yan. Parang Photoshop na yan. Oh, yun po, sabi niya.
sige, last response before we proceed. Para,
Sometimes I'm really thinking that they don't want to proceed with their presentation. But I think that sidetracks the issue. Because as to the moment, sir, Dr. Badoy is just making an allegation, sir.
this committee
Yes, sir.
does not believe that it hijacks the issue.
Okay, sir.
That issue is very important and very relevant in this investigation.
So the answer, sir, is no. I did not say things that Dr. Badoy is attributing to me.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.